everyone, welcome to the new video. So yesterday I attended a interview, DevOps interview for a government sector. Yes, you heard it right. This job opening was for DevOps only, and was only one post available. And last, I think on January, in January, I filled the application. And it was a contract based job, like it's not a permanent job, it's a contract based job. It is under National E-Governance Division, which is created by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So uh, as I've already highlighted, this is a contract based job, but the opportunity to work with the government, that's a good opportunity. So you can check more. I filled it on last date, because when I get to see, I just filled it on last date, and hopefully I got a revert back on last Friday that there will be an interview on Monday. So I attended, thinking it will be a great experience. Not very sure about the result, but yeah, it was a good experience, and I wanted to share the interview questions that I got from it. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. So before going through the like the questions, I would like to tell about the panel. Like there were around 6 to 7 people in the panel, which included HRs too, technical people too, and they with me, two people asked the question, and there was an HR. They just asked the manager like the behavioral questions at the end, but these were the all questions asked to me. Maybe one or two I've missed because I was not able to write it down, um, like uh, after the interview. But whatever I was able to recall, I have listed it here. Maybe one or two max I will be not able to put it, but maximum I have put it. So first is like explain Kubernetes architecture. Second was, do you know the types of APIs we have? So I told about the get, put, post method. Whatever I knew about APIs, I told them. Then at which layer ingress works at. In which cloud are you comfortable in? So I answered about AWS. Azure I have also worked, but AWS I am comfortable in. Then the fifth was, if you have to create a EKS cluster privately, like every resource of it should be private, then how are you going to create it from scratch? What will be your approach? The sixth was how Docker communicate with Kubernetes. So it was container D. One types of networks in Docker. Then what is API gateway? What it helps in? How traffic flows when we configure load balancer, like how the load balancer distribute the traffic. It follows round robin algorithm, and there are other ways also in which it distribute the traffic, so that they wanted to know. Then, have you worked on any databases? If yes, then what is the difference between drop and truncate? Have you worked on Kafka or any data structure, like basically where the data is organized properly? Have you worked on any such tool? Then how will you configure alerting for monitoring when threshold is crossed? Like how will you configure the email ID and everything? Then what is AWS SNS? What is PV and PVC? Then what is a command to run ansible playbook? Then command to enter inside pod, command to list all namespaces in cluster. What is AWS S3? How will you debug application error like 500? What will be your steps? Then difference between application logs and the system logs. How will you debug Jenkins pipeline failure? What is multi-stage Docker file and why is it needed? Then have you worked on any agentic AI, or so whatever I have worked around AI, I told in this. So these all questions I will put in the description box. You can refer from there. So that's all for today's video. I hope it's helpful. Please let me know your views in the comment section. Till then, take care. Bye.